Pay attention. Guys, I'm Kirsten.
And I'm Riley.
Welcome to our channel, and for anyone that's watched our previous videos, thank you so much for checking them out. We really appreciate it.
And if it is your first time watching our videos, welcome and go back and watch the other videos because I honestly think you're gonna love them. There's some good stuff there. Okay, so I waitress at a fine dining restaurant, and the other day this lady came up to me and we were just like chatting away. I was telling her about, she was like, what do you want to do after your master's? And I was telling her I want to do this and I have a dream to do that. She was like, oh, that sounds so amazing, honey, like you're gonna be great at that. And I said, we'll see. She like put her hand up and like straight up sassed me, and she was like, no, you don't say that. You don't say we'll see. And she was like, you don't realize your words create the reality in which you live in. It's not we'll see, it's you'll work for it and you'll make your dreams a reality. So I told my mom this conversation later on in the day, and my mom reminded me of when they first got married. They were traveling, backpacking around the world for 18 months. For 1 month, they did a silent retreat, and my mom said that at the end of the month, which was really hard for my mom, she's like,
wait, could I interject here and ask what a 1 month silent retreat is? Do they not talk for a month?
Yeah, they were like in the mountains in
Do they just
Thailand.
like sign language? Like, are they allowed to talk at all during the month?
No, not at all. So they were with like monks in the mountains, just like not speaking. It's hilarious because my dad is very introverted and my mom is like super extroverted. She's like public speaker, words are her thing. And she said at the end of the 1 month, I had an understanding of how much words mean. And I feel like that lady had a point, like words create the reality in which you live by. And I think that words, if you backtrack words, it's your thoughts.
Yeah.
What's something you think you've done well with like your thoughts and managing your thoughts?
Well, we kind of touched upon this in the other video we were talking about, like self-love. Maintaining a way to be aware of your thoughts, and for me that's been journaling, like just journaling every morning. Things will come out of it. It takes a while in my journaling to get to that point, but it's just like junk that like subconsciously is there. Even when I don't want to journal, I force myself to try to do a few minutes every day and just getting really still and centered because I'm constantly on the go. And if I don't create that intentional space to journal and meditate, or even just take like a minute to just sit and breathe, then my thoughts can like overtake it and I'm not realizing it because I'm just kind of like rushing around. So I think creating those healthy habits, and also surrounding myself with people like you where I can just openly talk and be like, I mean, just before this I was like, I woke up so cranky this morning because I couldn't sleep, and like whatever, we're not going to get into that, but just being able to be open and push yourself to be honest and open with people, because I think sometimes, at least for me, I have to like choose to just get rid of that bad mood. Like I could have let that bad mood like affect me all day, but I was like, I'm gonna choose to like acknowledge that it's happening, tell someone about it, journal about it, listen to good music, whatever, but then like you gotta move on. You can choose to break that cycle, and it might take a while for like your emotions and your heart to like catch up to it and really believe it, but it starts with just telling yourself that.
Yeah, I really like that analogy of like, you said like taking the junk out, like taking the trash out. Like when I was a kid, my dad or my mom would just take the trash out, but like what would happen to our house, or how would it smell, how would it look if no one took the trash out?
Right.
I really like what you're saying about like making these intentional moments of having healthy habits where you like take the trash out of your mind.
Yeah.
And I think that friends and journaling, like sometimes you just have to have a vent with a friend and be like, this is what happened, let me just externally process and have someone to listen to you. And then at the end, a great friend sometimes doesn't even need to give a solution, all they need to do is listen.
Yeah.
And let you do the process of getting rid of it.
I think there's like a very fine line, there's like a tipping point to giving yourself that time to vent, but then like closing the book and moving on. And it depends on the issue. If it's like a bigger issue, like you might have to dive in deeper and talk about it more and really deal with it. But if it's just something little, like the things that were annoying me this week that led up to me waking up cranky today, I could keep talking about it and that would overtake my thoughts. Like that negativity would consume me. It's like, are you gonna sit there with all of your trash and be like, okay, like look at all this trash I have? No, you eventually throw it out. So I feel like venting and journaling is like collecting the trash, but then the choice to move on is throwing it out.
Yeah, that's good. And I feel like another thing to be aware of when you're having these like venting and journaling systems is like moments is that idea of, somebody told me this when I was younger, of 2 circles. So like in one circle there's you, and in that circle is your thoughts, your actions, your opinions, like everything you hold about you. And then in another circle is like, let's say Kirsten's thoughts and her actions and her words. So often we make our 2 circles like interlock with each other, when that's not the reality. Like what I do is only what I'm responsible for. So often we try to make what someone else does our problem, when really it's not in our circle. And so for me, I think like if I'm in that moment, I'm like, oh, this person is so annoying, like she keeps saying this, or she's being mean to me. I'm like, okay, Riley, circle theory, like what's in my circle? My circle is like the way I respond to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can't control our circumstance, but we definitely can control the way we respond to it.
Right, that's really good. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you have any questions that you want us to talk about, or if we touched upon something in previous weeks that you want us to go deeper into, just feel free to like comment and let us know, because we would love to chat more about it. Don't forget to throw out your trash
In your mind.
She reminds me of the summertime, way back in 2003. Hey, I've been chilling on the coast with my home.